Hello, everyone. This is Flippin'Particles, also known as T, your friendly neighborhood reseller. Oh my God, I'm laughing because I gotta show you this picture. I just snapped it as I drove by. But it's the funniest thing I've seen today. Oh my God, look at this. That takes plasticking the windows to a whole new level. Can you all see it? Let me full screen it. Maybe I can full screen it over here. Plus. Oh, I made it turn sideways. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. Isn't that crazy? Oh my God, I almost died when I saw that. I had to drive around the block so I could take a picture. Who's here today? Oh. Let's see. Swamp Picker was the very first one here at 11:31. Bum Crack Picker, hello, buddy. And Jilly, hi, Jilly. What are you doing, Jilly? And John, hi, John. And Ricky, hi, Ricky. And Mary, how you doing, Mary? And Patty. Oh, I gotta wrap that. How's everybody doing today? I'm kind of tired. I didn't get much sleep last night, and then when I finally went to sleep, the dog started barking at like 4:00 this morning. Crazy dogs. Hello, Donatella Bordolino. So eBay is still kind of on the dead side for me. I did sell this thing though. I don't know why I sold this all of a sudden. It's a fake water pick. And I have a couple Amazon orders back there already boxed up. And I sold this necklace. Oh, sorry, I'm getting message. I'm like selling things on Facebook all of a sudden. It's a gold tone Monet necklace. I hope that's the right one. I think it's the right one. And this book sold on Amazon. That just sold this morning, so not too crazy here. I don't know what's going on. I still haven't got my eBay still not being very nice to me. But we'll learn to live with it. We'll figure it out one of these days. Hey Dawn, how you doing? Lunchtime, Dawn? Hi Victoria. How's it going today? So what am I doing today? I don't know what I'm doing today. So far I gotta get some more stuff listed on eBay. I've been like taking stuff off of eBay rather than listing stuff onto eBay. So my son and his friends to empty a storage unit at one. Yeah, he was in the hospital, wasn't he, Donna? Hope everything's okay. I saw a hospital picture. And tomorrow I'm going to do the estate sale. I'm going to try to do a live stream the estate sale. I don't know if I'm going to do it during this my regular segment or do it earlier than that. We'll see. It starts at 9, maybe, but I don't know how long I'll have to wait to get in. I don't know if I want to just go when it first opens or wait a while, and I don't know, because I'll probably have to wait to get in if I go first thing in the morning. Unless I go early and maybe I can go early and get a number, then go have some early breakfast, because I usually don't have breakfast till afternoon. But I'm looking kind of blurry, aren't I? I look really white, really ghostly. I look very ghostly. I still haven't put a curtain on that window. Maybe that would help. What's everybody else doing today? We'll see how it works doing the live stream from the estate sale. It's probably going to be really crowded again. And I don't know how I will talk to you guys, but maybe I should bring headphones or ear things. Yeah, I'm gonna plug in my headphones and bring those. I tried to get Chrissy to come on today, but because she's got today off, but so I called her at the last minute, and she's like has grandbabies over and her son. So the answer was no. Good morning, Ghosty. Yes, I'm very ghosty, aren't I? So I don't have a lot to talk about today. Anybody want to come on? Well, I gotta be careful with putting the link in the stream apparently, because people are up to no good. Paste. If you'd like to join me, there is the link. Are you still out there, Jilly? Jilly, you can come on. I'm out of words already. Oh no. Hi Beth, how you doing today? Beth is at work. I guess I'll do some of my shipping while I'm sitting here. See, I put my book in a plastic poly bag first. Plastic and poly, that's like I don't think it's necessary to say plastic poly because poly is plastic. Hello, Jennifer Hayes. How you doing today? Then I put it in this bubble bag. Bump, bump. So what do we have here? We have, it's 1 pound exactly. That's the Amazon order, so I have to log on to Amazon. Doggone it, Chrissy. She said she's gonna watch, so she'll hear that I said, or that, yeah, I repeated Mary saying, doggone it, Chrissy. Yeah, let's look at Jennifer's lips. There they are. Just logging into Amazon real quick. Sales in last 3 days, 9 days of supply, 1. That's interesting. I'm probably gonna like go to Grand Rapids this afternoon. I'm trying to decide if I really want to do it. Somebody's gonna supposed to be picking up something tonight, like after 7. Hello, John Clizold. How are you today? Because I'm apparently selling something on Facebook Marketplace, but I won't believe it until they actually come and pick it up. You know, because there's a lot of. Why do I have paper cuts and stuff all over me? There's a lot of. I want this. I'll come get it later. And then crickets. That's what I dislike about Facebook Marketplace. It's my least favorite thing. Because because it's very annoying. Oh, this is for next day. Jeez. It's probably gonna go UPS. Why would somebody need that book next day? It's a kid's book. Why do they need it next day? Maybe they forgot about the kid's birthday. Packaging. We'll go, let's see, 12 by 10. Buy one, apply 1 pound, give it an extra ounce, and it's $7.80 UPS ground. Wow, that's cheaper than it usually is. Usually it's $8.40 for UPS. So it must be, it's going to Oakland, Michigan, which is on the other side of the state. By shipping. Hello, West Max Gary. How you doing today? Print label, print packing slip. Packing slip. Print. See, we got the label on one page and the packing slip on the other page. I also put my card in there, even if it's Amazon. Look how, oh man, that's really glary. My little Flippin'Particles magic corner card. I got a negative feedback from somebody on Amazon a couple weeks ago because he ended up with the wrong book. So I sent him the correct book and I asked him to change the feedback and he won't. How weird is that? Everybody I guess maybe he's a perfect person and never makes a mistake. No. But every once in a while I'll scan a book and it comes up wrong. I don't know. Because I list. Oh my God! You know what I just did? Oh, what an idiot. I put the label inside here. You know what? I'm not going to open it. I'm just going to print another label. That's what happens when I don't pay attention. Sorry, just jumped in. Is this Amazon order? Yep. Yes, it's next day. Luckily, I have a UPS station, store right down the road. Reprint the label. Hello, Zahir. Zahir, you gotta come in and talk to me. Nobody else will. Yes, that's a fact. Beth, I need more coffee. Oh, I always need more coffee. This is just going across the state, so they can make it in one next day. Hello, Bridget. And I also let's see if I have a box for this right here. I have I don't know if it'll fit in this box. Or let's try. I bought these boxes for hats. Let's see if it'll fit in there. This is like 8 by 8 by 5, I believe. I bought boxes for hats because I have so many. You know, I bought that big lot of hats. Let's see if it'll fit in here. Ooh, it's very snug. It just barely fits, I think. Oh, there's it here. Hello. Here.
Hey D, how are you?
Let's see if it's gonna close. Oh shit.
C- c- can you hear me?
Yeah,
Cool, cool, cool. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
It's good to
Did
hear.
you,
Good to hear.
did you see
Sales
the
been
funny
decent.
picture that I posted?
Where did you post it?
I shared my screen. I don't know if you
Oh,
guys here to see it. It was pretty funny though. Here in Michigan, because it gets cold in the winter.
yeah.
Um, well, at least not everybody does it, but I do some windows. You put plastic over the window,
All
um,
right.
to keep the cold. Try to keep the cold out.
Yeah.
But check out this one, man. This takes plasticing the windows to a whole new level.
Okay.
Oh,
Come
wait a
on.
minute. Oh, where'd it go? Did I close it? Hold on a second. I gotta open it back up.
Plastic in the window. I'm having some Amazon trouble right now.
You are?
Yeah. Um.
Okay, share screen.
Oh my goodness! Is someone just wrapped like cling film around their house? Oh my goodness! What's the
I
benefit of that? Sorry,
I have
I'm.
no idea. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I had to like drive around the block so I could take a picture of it.
Wow. Is that like a cheap method of insulation or something? That is incredible. What if it's really effective and everyone's laughing and they're really warm inside? Then who's got the last laugh? I mean, it could be really
Oh,
effective. You
it's
never know.
not a joke, Beth. I drove by it this morning. I had to like drive around the block to take a picture of it. I mean, how do they get inside? I don't, unless they just have it like taped on each side of the door.
Yeah, I know they must have like or maybe they just keep a roll of cling film with them, so they just tear through it when they go in and out, and then they just patch over it
Look,
again.
Victoria's gonna join us.
Hey.
Hi, Victoria.
Oops. Hold on.
That's the craziest thing that I've seen today, though.
Why did they do that?
I have no
The mind
idea.
boggles, doesn't it? The mind just boggles. This is why I love the internet, because you get to see things like that. I mean, I would never have seen someone put cling film on their house. I mean, it's just crazy.
Could it be a college prank?
No, because there's no eggs, there's no toilet roll involved, so it's not likely.
Where was it?
It's not far from my house, just like a few blocks away. I was going home and I saw it, and I'm like, what the heck? And so I drove around the block to take a picture of it.
I'm wondering if they did it because it's cold. They were trying to insulate their house.
They even have the meter wrapped up.
Well, you said no one would come on. I didn't realize that Zahir had come on before I did. So.
It's fine, more the merrier. I'm having issues with Amazon. They've put my account under review, and I don't know why. I'm trying to figure out
Really?
why. 'Cause they send out these really helpful messages like well, I looked at my account, so I had some money in it, and I was like, wow, money in the account. So I thought I'd look to see whether I can withdraw it. And I looked at the payment schedule for when you can remove the money, and every day it said 0. And I was like, well, why is that? Because there's money in the account to remove. And then you click on view reason, and it says your account is under review. And
Oh wow!
I don't know why. It says obviously there's a message that's been sent to your performance whatever area to explain why, but I cannot see that. So I'm just going to message them nicely and say, can you, well, I have already messaged them, and they said, no, your account's fine. And then they've left it as still under review. So I'm messaging them again.
That's weird.
Yeah.
They sent me my money. You know how they do it every 2 weeks? They sent
Yeah.
me my money. And then like a day later, I got this extra notification that said they were sending me $8 more. And I'm like, I have no idea why.
That's something.
Take it. Well, the thing is, it's such a love-hate thing for a lot of people with Amazon, because you can really, I mean, like, I sold ages ago there used to be this Sony camera called the Mavica, and it was one of the first digital cameras that used to store photos on these proprietary little discs, like cartridges, and they're worth nothing really. But on Amazon you can get like 50 quid for a packet, which is quite a lot. And yeah, I don't know, it's just weird. As John says, maybe Jeff Bezos is having some cash flow problems. The only cash flow problems he could possibly have is like too much cash flowing, and he's getting dizzy by seeing it flow past him at the rate that it has to. That's probably the only cash flow problems he's ever going to know.
I get those small payments like that, Victoria, every few months. I don't know exactly what it's from, but it's an invoice thing. I don't know what it means, but it's like it's under invoice orders.
Yeah, it said
Amazon buying something from you or what, but
that's weird.
I think it's one of the things that's scary about Amazon, though, isn't it? Because they do this kind of thing far more regularly. It doesn't happen often, but it happens way more often than, for example, PayPal doing something like that to you. I know PayPal very, very occasionally will hold your funds for like longer than, normally it's instant, isn't it? You transfer the money from your PayPal into your bank account, it's there instantly. But very, very occasionally they might hold it for like 2 or 3 days or something. That hasn't happened to me for years now, but with Amazon it just seems like they can just on a moment's notice just put you under review, and then you can't access your money at all, which is a bit.
They do a lot of weird things. They're like their own beast. They're a law unto themselves. Completely.
But they're too good to ignore as well, aren't they? I mean, when you can.
That's true.
It's that you have to you can't have your cake and eat it. You have to expect that, okay, they're going to screw you over once and again, but as long as you can handle the screwing, I suppose you're okay.
The last invoiced order I had was for a MLA handbook, so I don't know if that's the person charging the book till later, or Amazon buying it from me. I don't know what that means actually.
I don't know.
But that's what those extra little payments are. That's where they come from, invoice orders. But who knows what the hell it means?
Yeah, because the deposit into my account was called something different than what it normally is.
Eric says a business is buying items and being invoiced. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I get things that are business customer. Yeah. Okay, that's what that is. Eric explained it.
Thanks, Eric.
John imagines him as Scrooge McDuck.
And Tracy's in the chat as well.
Hey, Tracy.
Right.
There's a link, Tracy. I'm trying to get out of the habit of putting the link in the stream because bad things are happening recently. So.
Oh, I saw something that was quite extraordinary. It was I didn't quite know what to make of it.
That used to happen a lot on Google Hangouts because people could just automatically.
Apparently, the video game Uno on the original, the Xbox 360, there used to be a video game called Uno, and like based on the card game, and it would use the camera, and apparently it was very weird over there too. I never took part. But yeah, very interesting. I think it's easy to avoid though. You can just be like, unless you can see the webcam moving around backstage, just
I mean, if somebody came on and the camera wasn't on, I don't think I would.
Just don't take them exactly. Yeah, don't trust anyone. So just have a simple rule that even if you know the person, unless the webcam is on, then don't. And it's not just pointed at a wall or something. Don't and then you don't want any. Wow. It's quite amazing, actually.
There is a lot of weird things happening recently in the
People, I think people in general are very funny and very weird, as that photo of the house with cling film around it shows. I mean, I think there's someone out there that was, like, there's someone out there that has the ability to either own or rent a property and that wraps it in cling film. And think about that. Just think of that dynamic. On one hand, they're responsible enough to keep a roof over their head, and on the other hand, they think it's a good idea to wrap cling film around their house.
Yeah, why didn't they do the rest of the house, like the roof too?
I would love to know the story behind that.
Tracy, was it yours? Wow, that's pretty amazing. I mean,
Jeez.
wow. That is fantastic. I mean,
Tracy had the ball sack.
Yeah, she's got it all going on. I mean, all bases covered there for Tracy. That was,
so now we know, Tracy. Now we know why she's so tall.
She's quite literally exposed herself then. Oh gosh. All right, what have I got planned for today? Oh, we're not that bad, really, if you think about it.
It's like, what time is it over there? Like 6 or 7?
It's about 5:30. About 5:30 in the afternoon. John says it doubles your chance of a date on a Friday night. Oh gosh, it's quite a niche pool to pick from, though. It's fantastic. Right, I'm up to date with my shipping. I've just realised that for the last couple of months, I don't know if you guys are doing this. You guys get those vouchers, right, where you buy supplies from eBay. Do you guys always remember to use them, or have you had months where you've forgotten to use them?
Oh, I use mine right away.
Do you?
I don't have an eBay store yet.
Oh, so you don't get that option? Okay. No, I used to use mine straight away, but I've had a couple of months where I've completely forgotten, and then today I've used it.
You're throwing money down the toilet.
Literally, yeah. And honestly, I cannot afford to be doing that. It's just not right. So I ordered some today, and I was like, okay, good, job done. Yeah, I use them immediately. Yeah.
Idiocracy explains the shrink wrap.
Oh, there's a movie that's called something similar to that. Oh god, I don't know. I've heard it. Oh, I can't remember the name. I don't know. Forget about it. There's a movie that's named kind of similar to that, and it's meant to be about. It's meant to be about how, like, stupidity takes over the. That is the movie. Yeah. Yeah, that is it. It's by it's Mike Judge directed it. It's called Idiocracy. That's it. It is Idiocracy. There you go. Yeah, it's on my watch list. I'm meant to be watching it, but I've not gotten around to it. I've heard it's meant to be fantastic.
I'll have to write that down. I'm gonna watch it too.
I'm gonna put it on my list right now.
Yeah, it's a guy that he's like an average guy, and he wakes up, it says, in 500 years of slumber, and realizes he's the smartest man on the planet. So basically, he grows up, he wakes up, and the world has become really, it's meant to be really, really good. I cannot wait to watch it. Actually, I'm going to put that on my I need a sticky pad or something. I've got this Kit Kat notebook that I got from my ex-employer, and I'm don't use it. I'm going to use it. The last time I used it was to-do list was on the 10th.
It's not on my Netflix.
Yeah, you might. I mean, you can buy it or rent it from Google on YouTube for £3.49.
Let me see if it's on Amazon.
Yeah. Bill Maher says Moronic Pest, and it took me two times to watch it.
This is ridiculous. I can't say it.
Ridiculous or something?
Religious.
What?
Religious. I don't know. It's religious and ridiculous combined
religious
together. That's Bill Maher's movie.
Religious and ridiculous together.
Yeah.
Like
so
mixed. Religiosity, says Moronic Pest. Religiosity. Is that it?
Religulous.
Oh, God knows.
It's hard to say.
Um,
I already have enough trouble with words. Don't make me
Yeah,
say hard words.
words are just, yeah. Like, I've heard that Trump has words. He says he has the best words. That's what I've heard. That's just what I've heard.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
know.
We won't even go there.
No, we won't. We won't. It's just I've heard that he has words and he has the best words. So anyone that has the
He has
best
the most
words,
fantastic words
the
ever.
best word, exactly the best words. That's what I've heard. He has words. I know words. It's amazing that someone can say that. I think that's just genius in a way. I have words. And then he punctuates it. So he lets you know that he has words, okay? So he's like, you're already sitting back, taking note, going, wow, this guy's got words? I mean, he's got words. That's pretty good. And then he punctuates it with, I have the best words. And then you're really paying attention, aren't you? Because then you're like, oh, wow. I mean, there are no better words to be had. So love it. John says, I'm thinking of getting a job for short term just for stationery. Yeah, I think there's better ways of acquiring stationery, John, if I'm honest. I'm not sure if the depression and the stress was quite worth, the traffic jams was quite worth the Nestle Kit Kat notepad. But yeah, I do have a nice jacket from it. I do wear it, much to Rebecca's dismay. I do wear my Nestle work jacket.
You could probably sell that on eBay.
I probably could, but I don't know. I'm
still laughing about what John said.
Well, his latest comment.
He's gonna get a job to get a notepad.
Yeah. It just, yeah. I mean, I could sell it. You're right, actually. Nestle branded jacket. But I like wearing old work clothes that are not relevant to me anymore. I had this T-shirt from EA because I used to be a rep for EA games. And I've got a hoodie, Battlefield 4 hoodie, and I've worn them to death. I've worn them more since those jobs than in those jobs. I like wearing them.
John is hilarious. Oh my God.
John is a very, very funny guy. It was a misheard comment. Oh gosh, who knows, John? Who knows?
It's on Amazon, but I have to rent it.
Yeah. Here in the UK, I can watch it for $3.49. So
watch trailer, rent HD. Okay, buy HD. $3.99.
Sounds quite reasonable.
Not for a cheapskate.
Well, I have to pay $3.49 in pounds to watch Idiocracy. So doing the exchange rate, that's quite. It's like £4 something, right? Pound to dollars. I should always have pound to dollars.
Pounds to dollars were pretty similar right now.
I don't know. They might be. I've not kept up to date with the thingy-majiggy. You know, the what's happening to my Google? Normally it's
it's
$1.29. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just looked it up too.
Yeah. So £3.49 is $4.50. Yeah, that's gone up a fair bit, hasn't it?
Oh, I was packaging this box. That's right.
I saw you put that label in that bag. I thought you meant to do it.
The customer's gonna be very confused about getting the labels in their own home. Oh, sometimes I swear, I blame it on not getting enough sleep. What am I looking for? What am I looking for on the floor? That's a good question. I'm gonna try this in the other box. Oh, this kind of squishes it. Better not use this box. Oh, it squished the box.
Whose music video? Dad's Vintage Garage. That's kind of neat.
What?
He said he just sold 4 high school marching band uniforms that are going to be used in a music video in LA.
Oh, that's interesting. Did they tell you that?
It's on your chat.
I mean, did the customer tell them that?
Oh, which music? Oh, yeah. They may not.
That's right.
Because like I've sold a couple things before that I assumed was going for like a movie prop or something, but they didn't tell me what it was for. I just assumed it.
I've had people mention stuff. Like I once had someone buy a megaphone from me, and they wanted to pay like super fast shipment, and it was going to the United States. And they told me that it was for it was going to be used in production on Monday, so they paid like DHL to have it shipped over. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. I can't remember what the show was now, unfortunately, so I don't know. I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, sometimes they tell you when they want something, you know, like I think they're like, look, this is important. I'm important. I'm buying this from a show that I'm working on. You know. What am I searching? That's it. I need to go to Google Photos.
Jim and Carrot sold a Saw to Stars that was an Ash versus Evil Dead.
Huh.
Wow. That's creepy. Oh, and hi, Tara, by the way, and Mike and Myra. Who else did I miss? Oh, I didn't say hello to Moronic Pest. Hello. And Lisa,
Jill.
I didn't say hello. Yeah, I said hello to Jilly way up top.
Well, I didn't, D. Well, I didn't.
Oh, sorry.
So it's all right. It's okay. I'm glad we cleared that up.
Yeah, I just saw. Hi,
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh God.
I don't understand the Goodwill outlet, you know, the bin store. Do you have to like just go there and stay there all day to get good stuff?
I think.
Go ahead.
No, I don't know. Like I have a bin that I go to, and we went there this morning, and they hadn't put the new stuff out, and I couldn't be bothered to wait. But had I waited, some people do. I mean, if you wait, you do get fresh bins. But there have been times where I've gone through the bin when it's already been gone through, but you still find something. So
If you get there really early, I think you're getting the bins that they put out the night before. I've never stayed there all day, but I know some of the people that, I don't know them personally, but the people that are there every time, I think
I've
never spent more than like an hour. I mean, probably less than an hour there. So maybe I just don't spend enough time. I don't know. He sleeps in the bin sometimes.
I think it does help to be there when the new stuff comes out though, but you can, like with ours like they normally do put fresh stuff out first, but if you get there really early, like you said, they might just roll out the previous evening's one. But on the other side is if the guy is there that you know and then that you've got some rapport with, they can sometimes bring out a fresh one for you, which is always nice. So, and you always see the same faces. The bins is very much like you do see the same faces, and thankfully they're all quite nice. Like we all get along, so we always say hi, and you know, like it's all pretty good. It's all good natured.
I think every bins is different too. I had asked the lady that works at our bins how often they get trucks, and she said they get trucks like 4 to 6 times a day, and they're constant. And once they put the stuff out, when they pull it out, they get rid of it. They don't pull it back out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't figured out how this works yet, so I haven't, you know, I went there this morning, but I must not have been into it at all this morning because I'm like, ugh.
You do get that. I mean, I think it's like with anything, D. I think you will have those days where you'll go there and then you'll be like, why did I even bother turning up? Because you'll realize that you're just not in the mood to spend the time and dig through, because it is time consuming. Yeah, like when you're there, and you know, I can only imagine what it's like for you guys in the States where you have like massive warehouses full of them. I mean, there's just one where I go to. They literally put out one bin for men, and that's it. Then there's 3 for women, because they just obviously throw away more clothes, I guess. But yeah, it takes enough time to just go through one, let alone, I can't imagine how much time it would take to properly go through a whole bunch.
I lose time when I get in there because I get so into, looking at all the labels and all. It's just like 3 hours will go by and wow,
I
really?
can completely, I can completely believe that. Yeah, because the thing is, you just don't know what you're going to find right at the bottom sometimes. I mean, there was a time where I arrived late, and by late I literally mean if it opens at 8:30, if you're not there at 8:20, you're late, because they obviously open the door early and the regulars walk in and start looking. So I think I arrived after 8:30, and like a lot of, I think some of it had been through, but I went through and I dug at the bottom and I found like a really vintage Manchester United soccer shirt, which everything's £1.50, so they don't do it by weight there. It's per item still, but £1.50 per item is still a lot cheaper than what you'll find at most charity shops, and it sold for like 50 odd pounds immediately almost from listing it, and it's always nice when you see something like that.
I bet they are open on Black Friday. I would think they would be.
The one by me just opened last week, and they're not open on Sunday and Monday for some reason.
That is weird. I remember you saying that last night. Mine's not open on Sunday, but it is open on Mondays.
Yeah, it wasn't open on yesterday when I went, and I told everybody kept on coming into the store part because the regular store was open, which is next door, and I said you should put a sign on the door over there. She goes, well, there's hours on the door. I said nobody can see it, and everybody's trying to go in there. I mean, everybody's trying to walk in. They walk up to the door and it doesn't open, and they're like, what's going on here?
A lot of people don't look at the hours either.
You can barely see it because it's like clear with white letters. Yeah, that's what I told her. I said nobody's looking at the hours. You should put a sign on the door that you're not open today. I just got a message from my sister. That's effing hilarious because I sent her a picture of that house.
You could make a meme out of that picture.
I wonder if I would get back to the person that did
it. Maybe then we get the story behind it.
the mind of someone that wraps their house up in. What if it is really effective though? What if it's really effective?
Well, just putting plastic
and it saves
the window is pretty effective. So
they just did the whole house. Yeah, maybe they've got porous walls and drafts or maybe they've got cracks or I don't know.
Can you imagine how much of that wrap they had to have to wrap the entire house?
Yeah.
You can get big rolls of plastic on Amazon pretty cheap. I'll be right back. I have to.
No, maybe you could buy it and rename it as like house insulation and charge more, like special cling film designed specifically. Okay. I like getting jobs done as and when they crop up sometimes because you forget. Like I've just had this listing that I've had to change because the remaining quantity of the item looks different. Like the packaging is completely different to what I had in the photo. So I've sold out of the ones that look different. And you don't want someone to receive something that looks different to the photo, do you? So it's like while I had the all out, I decided to quickly take the photo there and then rather than leave it. And I've done it and revised the quantity, and I feel good about that. I need to do that more often. Because once you let it go, that's it, isn't it? And then
if you don't get it done right away, you forget it.
And then you're like, which one of the 1,600 items is that I was meant to? Then you're just like, oh, forget it. Like,
you have 1,600 items.
Yeah, that's like on the it's a radio controlled parts store, so it's like
Oh,
loads of different parts, like yeah, 1,600 different parts, and then there's quantity as well. So quantity wise, it's a lot. Luckily, you can store them in crates. So see, like basically these crates behind me.
yeah.
Yeah, I've got like a whole bunch in there. Um, so yeah, you can store a lot in a small amount of space, which is always good. So.
That is good.
But you do have to be on top of like, because yeah, if you forget what's changed, so it was just a part, and the packaging is different on the remaining one. So,
Sorry,
no, don't be sorry.
I had an emergency.
Yeah, 1,600 items, but the quantity is actually 8,500. So
My gosh.
yeah, so it's quite. But that you know I wouldn't recommend getting into it, but it is. Yeah, it's been really up and down. This year's been mostly down, so
What
not
I
enough.
missed?
Oh no, just saying about like I did a job as and when it popped up, so something came up that I had to adjust, like on the listing, and I was just proud of myself for doing it there and then, rather than leaving it and then forgetting about it.
That's
I know
even-
for most people that's like whatever, you know, but for me that's an achievement, you know.
I make notes to myself. You know, if
Yeah.
I have to do, or I'll send myself a text to myself to remember.
Oh, see, that's organized. I need to do that. See, that's why I want to use my notepad. I don't use it. I always think about using notepads and things, but I never consistently do it, and it's really annoying. So I looked on here, and the last note I made was 9 days ago. So you know, so I was like, okay, I'm going to be organized from now on. To-do list. And I put the date and everything, and it was like 9 days ago, so I haven't done it since. So it's like
We
there's
need
no
to do it
consistency. Yeah.
every day, and then start crossing the things out on your
Yeah.
on your notepad. Just start
I
crossing
can't
out.
do it. I can't.
I need to learn D. I need to do it because I think Victoria's right. Like if you can get into a habit of it, then and you can cross things out. And do you move things across from the previous day to the next day if you don't get them done, or tasks wise? Yeah.
But
Yeah.
sometimes I don't have one in front of me right now, but sometimes I'll just start it, and I'll just keep going down I won't make them daylight. Like,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
I'm gonna do this Tuesday. I'll just, as I remember something, I'll write it down, and then
So you're not being overly structured on yourself, but just organized. No, that's a good thing because like, if you do it daily, it's a bit more work, isn't it? Like
I did purchase, I don't know where it is now. I lost it, but I purchased these calendars, and they have enough room that every day you could write like what you need to do or blank, and every day you can write what you need to do down. But I haven't gotten that organized yet.
okay.
I've tried lists so many times. I just can't do it.
It's habit, D. It's habit.
Habit.
Jim Rohn, he likes lists where he liked lists, and he was a smart guy. He was actually a real smart guy.
Hello, Vulture the dumpster diver. What was I doing? Oh, I almost had my shipping done because I only had so little.
I'm so organized that I ran out of brown tape. That's how organized I am.
I ran out of both of my tapes.
How terrible is that? Do you know what I mean? Like, how can you run out of brown tape? It's just
Well, I'm not
ridiculous.
out of tape, but both of my tape dispensers ran out at the same time.
I am actually glad you guys said that, because I
Isn't
now
that weird? They both ran out at the same time.
But you've got replacements, so that doesn't count. I actually have no tape, so I'm without tape.
I ran out of copy paper the other day. I had printed out the one label that I needed, thank goodness, and I haven't got it yet, but I need to.
Tracy writes things on her list that she already did, so she can cross it out.
Hey, it makes me feel better.
Yeah, that's a way of doing it, definitely. Aaron says, lol, I bought a purple sequined notepad thinking that I would always notice it and use it. I think I've opened it twice. Wow. Well, that's a good idea though, having something that's like stands out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
Well,
love to.
I
I'd love
learned
to
that
use
I'm not the
lists.
only one.
No, I think it would be so great if you could use lists correctly. I think it would be so great because there's so much more time in the day than sometimes we give credit for. It's so easy to fritter it away. I think that's all it is. You know, it's like because you know when you like um you know you've done that thing where if you actually look at the time you started a job and then you finish the job and you look at the time and sometimes you're like, wow, I did that pretty quickly, I've now got all this time left. So the time is there. It's just I think lists can really help organize it, that's all. It's not just about just doing a list because everyone says do a list. It's what's the point, why do people use lists, and it's a good reason.
Well, and I think it makes you feel good when that's why Tracy, I think, writes down what she's already done to mark it off because it makes
Yeah.
you feel accomplished.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's that whole thing, isn't it? You can when you complete a task, it builds that confidence in you, and then you can build on top of it and build on top of it.
Snowball effect.
Yeah, that's it. The snowball effect. Myra says, "You mean tape dispenser thingies are not endless?" I know, Myra. I found this out today. It was really frustrating.
Oh, every day I'm hustling. I do have the free labels from UPS, but they say UPS on them. So I didn't think I could, because the ones I print out are for priority mail. I think I'd get in trouble for using the UPS ones.
I have so many labels, it's crazy. I even have UPS ones I got at a church sale. I always find labels for cheap.
The other task I've got to do now, which I'm looking forward to, is when you say you've organized all your stock into boxes, and then obviously over time more things might sell from one than the other. It's like condensing it all down. I'm gonna be getting on and doing that with our clothes listings today, because I think we can save a fair bit of space and empty up a few crates with that. So that's gonna be the plan. So
That'll make you feel more organized too.
yeah, and trying to keep a tidy desk as well. That's difficult.
That is difficult.
That's really difficult. These are small things, but they make a big difference.
Oh, every day I'm hustling. They don't care. You use them every day, huh? I didn't know that.
You could also cut the UPS part off too. I've done that before.
We're lucky here in the UK. We actually get rolls of thermal printer roll from the Royal Mail, as long as you've got a business account. So I've got like a Zebra thermal label printer, 6x4 inch, and we get free rolls, which I think is really cool. So that saves a lot of money. That's been one of our biggest savings, actually, because I used to print out on the laser printer. So
I think I ordered it from UPS. I gave it to my mom because I can't use it, but I have a Dymo, but it's one of the 450s, the smaller one.
Okay.
And I ordered these thermal labels, and they were like the address labels, and I thought they would fit in my Dymo, but they didn't. They were huge, but those were free from, I think it was UPS that I ordered them from.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Dee, did you know that you can get priority mail tape? I don't know if you can see it, for free. But you have
on the website.
You have to order it for the military. There's like a military box of UPS, USPS. There's a military package that you can order for free. And inside of it, that's the only one that you can get. Inside of it is these tapes for free.
I
was
didn't.
so excited when I found that.
Send stuff to the military.
Yeah, it's their when you order their supplies on their website, it's their military APO military package.
guess I haven't noticed that before because
I
Tracy
ordered
says
5 of them,
that's one
and the
of my tasks
boxes,
today too.
the
So
boxes that come in the package, you don't have to just use for the military. You can use them for any of it.
what's it? I do need to order something. I can't remember what it was. Uh,
Zahir, what did he mean? You almost got ran over this morning.
I didn't. I think he's being
Oh,
funny. Yeah, I was on the stream this morning with Tracy and Tommy, and I was walking outside, and we don't live in a very busy area, and it just happened to be one of those things where like it's felt like every car in the area decided to drive by, every car and truck, and it was just really, it was kind of annoying because I couldn't hear anything. FedEx will give you 26 thermal rolls a year. You need to sign up for a bit. You just need to sign up for a business account. It says fishing and picking.
huh.
Yeah, yeah, it's well worth doing. It's such a huge saving. I mean, I remember when I first started reselling, we used an inkjet printer, and obviously those fade, and the ink
Yeah.
is expensive. And then quickly we learned it's better to get a laser printer, and we got laser printer, and then you'd spend time cutting out labels and the sellotaping them to your parcels, and then I realized that you could actually buy 6x4 labels on A4 sheets. So then I'd use those on the laser printer, and that worked really well for a while. But then we started, as the volume of the sales got bigger and bigger, it just made more sense to pick up a thermal printer and then get the free rolls. It just saves so much money and so quick as well.
Yeah, because they're expensive. Mine, I don't know if I can get a label out. Oh, yeah, it'll come out. Mine, this is the size that it gives me.
Oh, that's very
It's tiny,
small. Yeah,
little tiny
yeah,
label. I use
yeah.
them
No,
for
wow,
Amazon,
that's
but
tiny.
that's about all.
yeah. We get like a proper 6x4 label like that.
Oh,
So
see, that's the kind
yeah,
that came in that big package I
yeah.
ordered, but I'd
It's
have to buy another Dymo, and I don't want
It's
to
the
shell out the
I think you
money.
need the four. You'd need the Dymo 4XL. I think
Yeah,
that's the 6x4 inch version. But Zebra make good printers, and the used ones. I bought mine used off of eBay. It was £100, but the money I'll save by not having to buy toner, and the money I'll save by not having to buy labels, it more
Yeah,
than
that's
pays
true.
for itself.
I just sold a zebra recently that I got for free.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah, it was this business closing sale, and these ladies were just like giving me stuff.
Wow.
That's really
Nice.
nice.
What did you get for it?
I have to look. I forgot.
You can guesstimate. We don't need the accurate like
Like
number.
$75, I think.
That's yeah. That sounds pretty good. Sounds about
I feel like I paid about, for my
No,
Dymo,
I got $103.91 plus shipping.
oh nice, nice.
I thought I paid like $60 for my little tiny one.
I think I just sold a Dymo too. See, there's 103
Yeah,
bucks.
that's it. That's the one I've got. I think. D. Yeah, Hans?
They gave it to me.
Ooh. Can
They
I
just
have
gave it
that
to me.
peri peri mayo? Yeah, yeah, with a bit of the chili sauce that I like. Yeah, is that okay? Thanks.
The
Yeah,
Dymo was just
if
a
they're
four.
if they're offering the free labels for us to get, why the heck would people call us a thief? I mean, why would they call you a thief? I don't get that. I mean, that's why they have them there for people like us that do business.
Really, yeah,
People are crazy.
that's just ignorance, Lisa. Like Royal Mail advertise it and stuff to business accounts. It's part of the perks. You can order. It's not like it's secret. You can go on their website as long as you got the login for a business account, and then you can get that. So you shouldn't get hated or on
Yeah.
for it. Really sad.
Every few months, I find a whole case of 4x6 labels in the 5-to-1 bins for
Really,
$5. A whole case for
that's
five
not
bucks.
bad.
Dang.
Everyday Hustling says yep for Excel. Fish and Picking says Zebra ZP500 is great. And Lisa says their workhorses. Yeah, it's very solid. It says it's not skip to beat, so mustn't grumble. Tracy says, "Is that your waitress?" I'd never call that to her face. You know that, Tracy.
I have 2 Rolos, old school picker. Don't ask me why. Because I had that other, that other office, and I bought one for there, so now I have 2.
Rolo. I've not heard of that brand.
It's very good. I like it better than the Dymo, because you don't have to
Yeah.
you don't have to have the roll that fits inside of the Dymo.
Sure. Aaron Marcus says, I do get a bit mad at people who use padded flat rate envelopes as void fill. Yeah, I mean, that's because that's just wasteful, isn't it? In a way, that's just wasteful, I suppose. So I can understand.
They're not using it for the purpose that they're giving it to us for free.
Yeah, so I can understand. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Nate. I'm keeping it because I use it. I use both of them when I do Amazon order, which I haven't done in a while, but because I'm just selling everything from home now. So.
Oh, this is another thing I'm going to add to my list now. I've just noticed, because again, I'm so inconsistent, I can notice these things. I started to put in my custom SKU label on eBay the amount that I paid for something and the date that I listed it, so I can, when it sells, have a rough idea of, the time. And then I've noticed I've stopped doing it now because... that's just what I do. So I need to remember to do that as well. So,
do you keep a spreadsheet of your inventory?
No.
I should probably, but I don't. No. That I know I'm not even going to attempt because it's just I'm not going to do that. But yeah,
I did that for a little while with that big purchase that I bought of hats and pins just to see how much profit I would get from it, but I was in the profit like on the 3rd day, so I stopped doing it.
Yeah, that's one time I will do it, is if I buy something as a job lot. Sometimes, especially if it's quite an expensive job lot, I will track it to make sure that I'm well within profit, and then I stop tracking. But I only do it for those particular things. So if I've bought a whole bunch of stuff, and I just keep those sales separate on a separate spreadsheet. But then once it's done, I get rid.
Yeah,
I figured it would be good for taxes, so I could prove, or not prove. But
I mean, I think in the beginning, I used to keep a spreadsheet of every item, but when the volume starts getting bigger and bigger, you just can't. It's so much easier.
I don't think it's actually necessary. But,
no, they don't ask. I mean, here in the UK anyway, as long as you're doing, there's like a simple accounting method that you can use where they literally just ask you what your income and outgoings are. They don't actually ask you to break down. Obviously, you're meant to have receipts because they can at any point decide to audit you, in which case you'd need to have receipts, but they don't necessarily care about you
breaking it down by day.
Yeah. No.
Well, I actually use the GoDaddy bookkeeping too, which is helpful for tax purposes, but I don't think it's necessary to have each individual item recorded.
That's another thing I'd love to get.
That's not. I mean, she didn't ask me for anything like that last year. She just wanted my starting, where I started from and where I ended.
I mainly just do it by receipts, like whatever the amount is, the date, the store, and the receipt number, the amount of the receipt. I don't break it down into individual items necessarily, but mainly I'm doing it just to see when I break even, which I haven't done yet.
Well, guys, it's after 1. I should probably go do my stuff.
I'm gonna go and eat a burrito now. So
I'm gonna go take a nap.
Well, thanks for the
really
chat.
want to take a nap, but I might
thanks for the chat, guys.
Yeah, you too.
I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks everybody for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow, and remember, stay authentic and be happy. Bye. Big red button.